Very good morning, welcome. It's Jeff Laughton online at about 10:45 online on Thursday the 22nd of May. I hope you're all well and making plenty of money from the bookmakers, because if you can't do it at this time of year, I'm not sure when we can. The ground's riding quick, the horses are running to form, so there's absolutely no excuse for us not to be making money. Now for a Thursday, there's plenty of good racing around, and I've probably had one of my biggest outlays of cash so far this season. There's quite a lot to get through, so before we start, hit the subscribe button. It does help you, as YouTube will notify you as soon as I put a video up, and then you can get on early rather than keep looking around all morning to see if the video is actually there. Excuse me. Also, if you're interested in my private service, which is probably more for people who are a little bit more select and probably want to have a bit more on, that couldn't be going any better at the moment, and we've made 64 points profit in the last 3.5 weeks, so it has been an excellent month. Now there are 2 bets up there today which are both very strong, and if you're interested, drop me an email at the email address below, which is jefflawtonmanagement@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to start at my local track Haydock, where I'm just toying with the idea of going later on this afternoon. In the 247, this is a nice race. It's a 2-year-old race. Carl Burke's Boiling Over is a very nice colt, but we'll probably need a little bit more time. This guy of Clive Cox's was extremely strong in the market on debut, but flopped, and much more is expected today. But Charlie Appleby runs 2 in this, and the one to concentrate on is William Buick's chosen mount, Time to Turn. Now he's a homebred Dark Angel colt who is very highly regarded. I'm told he works to a mark of about 90, and if that's the case, he should be winning this. He was available as big as 9-4 last night, but that price is long gone now. In the 417, this is a very warm race, and 3 of them stand out here. The favourite is Perler of William Haggis's, and I'm told that they think this is a steering job, but he was only a length in front of Silent Love, who he meets again today, and at the prices, if I was backing either, I would have a little bit on Charlie Appleby's second string. Also, as I pointed out to you the other day, William Haggis is not having winners. I don't think he's had a winner for 6 days, and he's had enough runners, so I still think there is a small problem there. However, I'm also told that Spirited Style in that race, which is William Buick's mount, is absolutely flying. The yard feel that she should have won at Ascot but got too far back. Now, the Haggis horse think they'll win, the Appleby horse think they'll win. So personally, at this point, I've left the race alone. But if I was pushed to have a bet, and it would only be a small one, I would have a couple of quid on the Appleby second string. I think it's totally overpriced. In the 452, Warood of Ed Walker's won impressively at Thirsk recently, and you'd expect him to follow up despite having to give £7 away to the other runners. The horse of William Haggis has cost 1.65 million as a yearling, but flopped badly at the Craven meeting at Newmarket. Now on the face of it, I couldn't really see that beating Warood, but his price tag makes me think there could be significant improvement today. In the 522, this does look a competitive handicap on paper, but I was really taken with Organ at Newmarket. That form is pretty strong, given the fact that the winner Power Fizz and the second Cavallo Nero have both won impressively since, and he could be well enough a marker 76 if he makes further progress. Let's go to Yarmouth, and in the 325, I'm told that Michael Bell's Havana Grey filly Oliaku is the business here. It's not a yard I ever feel confident about backing their horses though. She cost 275,000 guineas at the breeze up sales, and the yard are going well, but as I say, I never feel confident backing theirs. The ammo horse in that one, Yellow Diamonds, is only small, but she is sharp and knows her job. But on the strength of the message, I would say Michael Bell's would be the strongest message there. In the 355, Silent Applause is another Charlie Appleby horse. She cost 1.4 million guineas at the Newmarket breeze up sales in April, and she goes really well. But she does have a problem with the horse box, going in and out the horse box. They recently took her over to Side Bin Saroz to gallop, and they couldn't get her anywhere near the horse box coming back. Now that would be a worry if she turns out quirky. And if you are going to back her, I would suggest you have a look at her in the parade ring, and then you wait until she gets down to the stalls and see what she's like there. See what her demeanour is before you start getting stuck in. In the 425, Capital Guarantee was a very ready winner at Thirsk 5 days ago. She won with any amount in hand and carries a £5 penalty today. But that undervalues her as she goes up a further £10 from Saturday. David O'Mara's horses are going really well at the moment, and they've had 7 winners in the last 2 weeks. The £5 claimer, Kian Horgan, replaces Danny Tudhope, and he, as I say, claims 5, so in effect, with his 5 off, she runs off the same mark. Sorry, he runs off the same marker he did at Thirsk. So as long as it doesn't come too soon, I would have thought that would be winning that race. Over at Chelmsford in the 620, the odds-on favourite Participle has been declared a non-runner, so that leaves the race well and truly open. But the one that caught my eye and the one I've had a call about this morning is Al Durry, the Shadwell horse. Now, she was 3rd in a decent race at Lingfield on debut, but looked very green. I'm told she's come on plenty, and she could be good enough to take this. In the 650, this is a very difficult puzzle to solve. Mudbeer was 2nd on debut at Newmarket last year. The horse that beat him is now rated 93, and the 3rd horse is rated 87, so that should be good enough to win any maiden. But he's a lazy workhorse at home, and you wouldn't know how much improvement he has made from 2 to 3. Explode, on the other hand, was a very good 3rd on debut. Now, 5 next time out winners came out of that race, and the people I speak to think this will run to a mark of 90. If that's the case, there's little between them, and it's a very difficult race to call. In the 720, my first thoughts last night was that Competizione would win at 3rd time of asking, but I'm told he's no star and neither is River King. But the horse that Oisin Murphy rides, Arabian Storm, has no form at all, having disappointed twice in Meydan. However, he's starting to work like a very nice horse. They tell me he's working to a mark of high 80s, low 90s, and have earmarked him for a race at Royal Ascot next month if he wins this race this evening. I'll be honest, I did have a little bit on him at 9 to 2 this morning, and that price has now gone, but you'd have to make your own mind up whether that was value now. Over at Wolverhampton, I was taken by Miss Justice's run over this course and distance last month. She beat all bar the highly regarded winner, and they were 10 lengths clear of the 3rd horse. This ought to be her day today. So on a very busy day, I'm going to leave it there. I've put 2 strong bets up to my private service clients today. If you want to know what they are, or you want to ask any questions, please drop me an email at the email address below, jefflawtonmanagement@gmail.com. And if you don't want to join and you want to watch this video daily, then please hit the subscribe button. And I'll speak to you at the same time tomorrow. Thanks very much indeed for dropping by.